You must believe that the way to eliminate anxiety is your unconscious mind, and that is because anxiety is deeply connected to the unconscious mind. And this is part of the way your mind processes experiences, emotions, and thoughts, even though they are so far below your level of conscious awareness. So I'm going to show how these are connected and how you can actually eliminate your anxiety with the unconscious mind. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can have success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. One of the easiest ways to be ready for success is to get rid of any anxiety. Now, the reason that you have anxiety responses, a lot of this is due to things like fight or flight or responses of fear. So fight or flight, this is a response that's automatic and it's driven by the unconscious mind. Over time, your mind may become conditioned to associate certain stimuli with danger, even if this is not threatening. So these unconscious patterns fuel anxiety, even if there's no conscious reasoning or rational or logic really idea behind them. So you have anxiety sometimes for no reason because you're associating these with fight or flight or fear. So many years ago, I did an exercise where, because I had anxiety, I went through a training and I thought I need to go to this training to fix my own problems. I was going through some things, a failed relationship, breakup. I was going bankrupt at the time, years ago, and I needed something to deal with my emotions, and one of those emotions was fear. So I noticed when I did the exercise for fear, even though throughout the training my anxiety was lessening and lessening, all of a sudden I did an exercise where I could easily and effortlessly let go of fear. And I felt this certain feeling in my body all of a sudden go through my body. It's almost like in my stomach I released something that I was holding on to for no reason at all. And I don't even know exactly what it was because it was below my conscious awareness. So with that, you can easily get rid of anxiety because instead of running these automatic responses, this conditioning in your unconscious mind, you can get rid of anxiety using the same thing that caused the problem, your unconscious mind. Now, another reason that the unconscious mind is highly connected to anxiety is because the unconscious mind, it works in different symbols and associations. So the unconscious mind operates with symbols and metaphors. So like myself with the anxiety, some people that I work with, you go back to the first time that you had that emotion of fear. For some people, that's from the ages of 0 to 7. Others, it can be in the womb. Or others, it can be something that was passed down genealogically. Or it could even be a past life. Now, I'm not saying that you believe in all of these things. You certainly don't even have to. However, your unconscious mind, it operates in symbols and metaphors. So whatever you work on with your unconscious mind, if it brings up a symbol and if it brings up a metaphor, your unconscious mind is way smarter than you think. So you might as well go with that. So when you go to get rid of fear or anxiety, you can use those symbols to gain full understanding of why that's happening to you and how you can easily learn things to get rid of that emotional weight. Because guess what? The conscious mind, it doesn't know these symbols. It doesn't know these metaphors. It doesn't have full understanding of this. And that's the thing. Many people, they try to get rid of their problems with the conscious mind. The conscious mind is rational. It doesn't think like this. It doesn't think in emotions and metaphors and symbols and different thoughts so much. The conscious mind is here and now. So why would you want to keep trying to get rid of anxiety with the conscious mind when you can instead get rid of it with the unconscious mind? One time I was working with a client and something happened that was really symbolic. We were working through some various emotions and I asked them, I said, what would happen if you totally knew that your problem is gone? What would you see? What would you hear? What would you feel? And they told me something really, really interesting. They said I would see a plate of gold, and in this plate of gold would be something etched in it, knowing that I got rid of my problem easily and effortlessly. And I thought, interesting. So when I did the hypnosis, I relaxed them, I took them into a nice resourceful state, and I started doing some various techniques that I know that would work really well with this person because I've worked with this client before. And then later in the session, I had them notice all the things that they could do now that their problem was gone. And then I brought up this plate of gold. So your unconscious mind, there's many symbols, there's many associations it makes throughout the day. And you're not supposed to really consciously be aware or even know what these mean. And that's why you really want to use the unconscious mind. So think about it. If you have automatic responses that you don't necessarily have a conscious awareness of or consciously understand, if you have symbols and metaphors in your mind and you don't necessarily have conscious awareness of those, why would you want to solve your problems with a conscious mind? It's not going to work. Because many clients who even say, I have so much anxiety in my business. So this is a really practical application. And they have so much anxiety, let's say talking to people, presenting in front of others, speaking to their colleagues, running meetings, and they have just anxiety. However, they're usually wondering at the same time why their business is not growing if they're not able to do these simple things, if they can't put their mind to it. And what do they do all this time? They wonder how they can solve this with the conscious mind. And they may come to me and they say, well, you know what? I have a multi-million-dollar business and I make more money than you. I say, that's fine. And they say, so how can you actually help me solve my problem and grow my business? And I say, I'm not here to necessarily grow your business. I'm here to help you. And if you notice, you've been trying to solve this problem all this time with the conscious mind. My expertise is in the unconscious mind. And in the unconscious mind, I can create new programs for you so that you have new choices, new opportunities, and new possibilities. And what do you think about that? So the unconscious mind, it's the domain of all of your emotions. Some of the emotions I already mentioned. And some of these include anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt. And fear is a big one that helps you get rid of anxiety. So if you can work with these emotions and work with them in an effective way and learn from them, then you can easily and effortlessly get rid of your anxiety. Now, if you've never done something like hypnosis and you want to try something on your own before, you can try any of the audios on my channel. They will start to help you relax and create a new response that you may not have considered before. However, you can also ask yourself 3 questions. When did I decide to create this emotion? What can I learn from this? And what can I do instead? Because oftentimes with something like anxiety, you're not thinking about what you can learn from this. And you're certainly not thinking what you can do instead as you are trapped inside of the fear, inside of the anxiety. So use those 3 questions. Listen to any of the hypnosis sessions I have, or you can reach out to me. All my information will be in the description of the audio. Now, this person and their business, as soon as they decided that they were going to use the unconscious mind to get rid of all their fears and all of their anxieties, all of a sudden their business started to change. And they started to even tell other people how they were able to achieve this easily and effortlessly, all because they decided to trust in their unconscious mind. And when they saw that gold plate, that symbol, that metaphor in their mind, they knew that they had solved their problem. And they knew that this brought them new choices, opportunities, and possibilities. And when I felt that release in my stomach, I knew that I had new choices, opportunities, and possibilities. And what I decided to do with those is I decided to help other people. When I first started that training, I had no intention of necessarily helping other people. I just wanted to help myself. And so that's what I do now. I help other people get rid of things like anxiety. So definitely share this audio with someone who will benefit. I really appreciate anyone who has been subscribing lately. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate everyone subscribing and listening to the audios that I make every single day. And I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.